Alright, boys and girls, so for your next realistic fiction writing lesson, you are going to start to develop your characters' voices even more. So, you have written good descriptions and dialogues to develop your characters, okay? But today you're going to kind of look at your characters and examine them and to make sure you've got good voices, that they're really developing their voices. So you're going to revise your story, develop your characters' voices. And then you're going to share your ideas with a partner. Okay, so while you're reading your realistic fiction story, the one thing we focused on, or you focused on, is developing your story characters. Okay, so we want the characters to have a strong voice, or that also means a strong personality. So if you go back to your planning guide, whatever you picked as your description of your character is their personality, that needs to make sure it comes out while your characters are talking. So that comes through what they're saying and how they're saying it. So when you add those interjections in, like we've talked about, that shows how they're saying it, the tone they're using. Are they excited or are they frustrated? And that also shows us their personality. So we got to make sure that whatever dialogue and how your characters are talking matches up to the personality that you originally wrote in your planning guide. Okay? So I know I've already had you start typing it up. So it's called a draft also in typing until you're completely done with it. So if you need to go back and look at your characters' voices and double check to make sure what they're saying and how they're acting and how they're talking matches up to what you originally said you wanted their personality to be about in your planning guide. Okay? Alright, so here is an example of some changes that they made with the Kat and Zane story. So here's a draft. Zane went back inside, banging the screen door a third time. I told you not to slam the door, his mom said from her study. Zane said, come outside. His mom emerged, looking none too pleased, so she wasn't very happy. This had better be important because I need to finish writing my report. Zane beckoned her toward the door. You should come outside and see what I found. So your draft may look like that right now. Okay, just some quotation marks, and you've added in said, those words that we're adding in to make sure we know who's talking. All right, and so here's the revision to make the voice of the characters a little better. Zane ran back inside, banging the screen door a third time. So you see they kept the same sentence. But this time, because mom is, I told you not to slam the door. Normally, if your mom's screaming at you, like, especially slamming the door, I know I've told my son not to slam the door. I'm not normally calm, like, I told you not to slam the door. It's more of, Zane, what have I told you about the door? That door. So you want them, if mom is aggravated, you want to make sure you're writing so you're showing she is aggravated. Okay? So Zane, what have I told you about that door? His mom yelled from her study. And then you have Zane come, Zane really wants mom to come. He's not going to be like, come outside. No. He's going to be more of, Mom! Zane bellowed back, come quick! His mom emerged looking none too pleased. So we didn't change the whole sentence. We just added some exclamation points. So we're showing that excitement. We're showing that it's getting serious, that he wants her, like, now. And mom's a little frustrated because he's slamming the door. This better be important, kiddo. If I don't finish that report for tomorrow, and she gets kind of cut off. Zane beckoned her toward her, out here. So I probably even would have put maybe an exclamation point there. Probably would, so he's saying, out here, trying to get her to still come. So you can see the changes, okay? So we didn't change the whole entire sentence. It's just we're changing it so we kind of know the characters a little better. All right? So that's what we're going to be doing today. So make sure you change your punctuation up. If they are screaming or excited, use an exclamation point. If they're trying to yell at each other, use an exclamation point. Okay, if it's a question, make sure you have a question mark. Now, I have seen sometimes where you can do a question mark and an exclamation point together. So if it's like, what in the world are you doing? You have a question mark plus an exclamation point right after it. So you can do that too. Okay? So you can have a question and it be exciting at the same time or serious. All right? So that's pretty much it. So you need to make sure you're adding in those interjections that we've talked about, and adding in anywhere that you need to in your dialogue. So specifically focusing on dialogue today and developing your characters, making sure your characters are showing their personalities. Okay, so you can go ahead and hop back on typing, make changes where you need to. And it's totally up to you where you want to make your changes. So let's make it good, okay? And that's it. All right, you'll work on your typing again tomorrow. So if you didn't finish typing everything up, that's okay. You'll also have time tomorrow to finish your typing or to work on your drafting. All right, you guys have a good day.